Port Charles erupts. Nina's truth sets off romance, revenge, and war. General Hospital shock. Nina Reeves had known for months that the secret she carried could destroy everything. Haunted by her actions and burdened by guilt, she finally cracked. At the Metro Court rooftop gala benefiting pediatric cancer, she grabbed the microphone just as Carly was about to announce the night's biggest donor. In front of Port Charles's elite, Nina blurted it out. "I was the SEC tipster. I reported Carly and Drew. I did it because I was angry, and I regret it more than anything I've ever done." The room fell into stunned silence. Drew's champagne flute shattered on the floor. Carly stared at Nina with venom in her eyes. Sonny froze, the blood draining from his face. The silence lasted only seconds, but its impact would last forever. Sonny Corinthos didn't explode in public. He clenched his fists, jaw twitching. He walked off the stage and didn't say a word to Nina. But the private fury that ignited in him was worse than anything Nina could have predicted. Back at his penthouse, Sonny finally spoke. "You betrayed Carly. You betrayed me. And you betrayed this family." Nina sobbed, trying to explain. "I never meant for Drew to go to prison. I wanted justice. You were slipping away from me. I felt powerless." Sonny's answer was devastating. "You'll never see me the same way again." Meanwhile, Carly unleashed her own wrath at Nina, throwing a glass of scotch in her face in front of half the town. "You were never family. You were always a snake. And now everyone knows it." Drew Kane, still healing from his prison injuries, found himself caught between his simmering fury and his rational instincts. As the town rallied behind Carly, Drew stayed eerily calm, but he was plotting. He visited Robert Scorpio and requested legal leverage, possibly preparing a civil lawsuit against Nina. Sam was furious on his behalf, but warned him not to spiral. "You're not Jason. Don't lose yourself in revenge." But Drew's eyes were steel. "She took a year of my life. That's not something I can forgive." Michael Corinthos, always protective of his mother, decided to take action too. But his target wasn't Nina. It was Sonny. He told Willow everything. "I kept the SEC secret from Dad. Now I realize, maybe we should have let it blow up earlier. Maybe it's time we take him down for good." Willow was horrified. "You're becoming someone I don't recognize." But Michael had already made his move. He contacted Dex and offered him money to return, this time to finish what they started, bringing Sonny down. Nina's public implosion resurrected Ned Quartermain's reputation. With Olivia by his side, he stood tall and proud as he addressed the shareholders at Yelq. "I told you I didn't tip off the SEC. Now you know who did." Brooke Lynn, relieved to see her father vindicated, asked if he'd return as CEO. But Ned had a twist. "Only if I can bring Yelq back to what it once was. I won't run it with Michael and Drew treating it like a side hustle." Tracy encouraged him, seeing this as a new era. "Take the damn reins. Show 'em what a real Quartermain looks like." Nina's confession tore apart friendships. Ava Jerome, who had long stood by Nina, gave her a brutal ultimatum. "I supported you through everything. But you crossed a line. This town doesn't forget betrayal." Nina cried. "You of all people, after everything we've done." Ava replied coldly. "I might be a sinner, but I know better than to bite the hand that fed me." Even Sasha, once Nina's daughter in name and heart, felt the rift. She visited Nina briefly and said, "I wish I didn't have to do this, but I can't be around you right now." Port Charles split overnight. The Corinthos camp tightened around Carly, Drew, and Michael, while Sonny and Nina's defenders, what few remained, struggled to keep face. The Quartermains reinstated Ned. Willow stopped speaking to Nina. Jocelyn lobbied to keep Donna away from her stepmother. Only Donna asked tearfully, "Why is Mommy Nina crying on TV?" It broke Sonny's heart, and yet his rage toward Nina remained frozen and unyielding. Nina became a pariah overnight. Crimson's advertisers dropped. The Invader ran a front-page headline, "The Tip That Tanked Port Charles." Paparazzi followed her down Charles Street. She sat in the dark at her penthouse, vodka in hand, watching old videos of Wiley and Donna, sobbing uncontrollably. When she tried to visit Willow, the door slammed in her face. Desperate, she called her old therapist and then Martin Gray, but no one could fix her shattered image. Then came the unthinkable. She was served with a restraining order from Sunny's lawyers. Nina Reeves was legally barred from being near Donna. As the town imploded from within, a new player emerged. Valentine Cassadine returned, this time with intel from overseas. He warned Anna, "There's chatter in Eastern Europe. Someone knows the Corinthos organization is vulnerable. They're planning to move in." A mysterious figure named Orloff sent encrypted messages to pikeman agents. He saw Sunny's rift with his family as an opportunity to take Port Charles. Jason, watching from the shadows, reached out to Anna. "We need to protect Sunny. Not for him, but for the city." Anna reluctantly agreed. If this town burns, it won't just be because of Nina. In the wreckage, new love stories bloomed and others withered. Carly and Drew shared a passionate moment in the Quartermain boathouse, swearing never to let Nina win. Sunny found unlikely comfort in Ava, who admitted, "Maybe we're both too damaged to love, but at least we know each other's demons." Jocelyn and Dex reunited after a tense confrontation, sealed with a kiss. Willow, torn between loyalty and peace, confided in TJ, sparking jealousy from Michael. And Nina? Alone, abandoned and heartbroken, she began crafting a plan to disappear from Port Charles permanently. The pikeman shipment arrived. Jason, Sunny, and Anna set up an ambush. But something went wrong. Orloff anticipated the move. Explosions rocked the waterfront. Bullets flew. Dex was shot. Sunny covered Jason while Anna pulled them both to safety. The warehouse burned. Later, Jason said, "Port Charles can't take another war. But if they want one, we'll give it to them." As Nina packed her bags, she left behind a handwritten letter for Willow and Sunny. Inside, she admitted, "I tried to be someone I'm not. I tried to love too hard, hold on too tight. All I did was break everything." Sunny found the letter first. He read it silently, then lit it on fire. Willow? She opened hers and wept. For the mother she never truly had, and never would. Chapter 13. The Final Goodbye. Nina boarded a plane to Zurich, her seat beside an empty aisle. A man in a hoodie approached and sat down. "You look like someone trying to vanish," he said. She looked up. "You have no idea." The man smiled faintly. "Me too." Nina turned to the window as Port Charles faded below. Her legacy shattered, her love lost, but perhaps, for the first time, she was finally free. Will Sunny recover from the ambush? Will Michael succeed in taking down his father? Is Nina gone for good, or planning her return? Port Charles has been shaken to its core, and the aftershocks have only just begun. Would you like a follow-up version that continues this arc or focuses on any specific character like Willow, Sunny, or Jason?